Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Warren Buffett. Let me repeat that. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Whether we are selling socks or stocks, we have an obligation to our customers, we have an obligation to our company, we have an obligation to our profitability and our margins to prove value, not only provide a price. For those who just arrived, and I'm getting your comments coming in, what I said was a Warren Buffett proverb which says, price is what you pay, value is what you get. And whether, my dear friends, you're selling socks or stocks, you have an obligation to your customers and to a more secure future for your company to provide value, not only pricing. And today, I'm going to share 2 lessons that I've learned the hard way when it comes to pricing and when it comes to value. So let's get right to it. The first one, I titled the first one, Know Your Customers' Why. Know their why. I was making a mistake for many years. And my mistake was that I was accompanying all my proposals with pricing. And I know exactly what you're thinking now. Come on, Michael, you should accompany your proposals with pricing. But that's a grave mistake, my dear friends, because if they're rejecting you, you don't know why they're rejecting you. Are they rejecting your proposal or are they rejecting your pricing? Because what the majority of people will do as soon as they get a proposal, they will rush to the last page, check out the price, and then make a subconscious or conscious decision if they will buy from you or not, without even, in most cases, taking the time to evaluate your proposal. So what do I suggest? And let me show you. This is a proposal that I've sent to a customer that we have gone ahead. As you can see here, this proposal is divided into 5 phases. It's the first phase about interviewing the participants. I was going to interview, and I interviewed 75 participants. It took 4 days. And then it goes down to the other phases, shadowing the departments, mapping out the customer touch points, mystery calling, mystery visitor, and last but not least, we were going to go into the workshop facilitation session. That's 2 days of workshops times 20 to 25 people per workshop. So that's exactly what I've sent together with my proposal, analyzing what I will do, all the steps. And then the customer called me back and said, Michael, I love the process. Where's the pricing? And I told the customer, the pricing will be in your inbox in the next 2 hours. And that's exactly what I've done. I sketched it here, but there is a table in the original offer where I included the pricing. So one of the biggest mistakes I've done in my career was to include pricing together with the proposal. And I learned it the hard way. So my suggestion to you is detail out the process, let the customer or the prospect absorb the process, let him or her give you feedback, and if they're in agreement, then accompany the pricing. Because if you do that, you will already have attributed lots of value to your customer if he or she said yes to the process, and this will make the price seem less significant. Which takes us to the second lesson, and I will come to your comments. I'm going to get them, all of them. Which takes us to the second lesson of the day, which I learned the hard way, and I learned it 20 years ago in Toronto, Canada. The lesson first is make the price seem less significant by providing value. The operative word here is first. So let me tell you what happened 20 years ago in Toronto, Canada. We were visiting one of our principals, and that company is called Garland. They make, let me show you, they make heavy-duty equipment where we sell here at Variety, our family business. These are heavy-duty equipment. They're considered to be amongst the best equipment in the world. But with excellent quality comes also a high price. And at that point, I remember I was accompanying 30 chefs in Toronto, Canada, at the Garland premises, headquarters. And one of the chefs, an executive chef of a 5-star hotel, turned, looked at the Garland representative and said, "Excuse me, sir, how much does this broiler," that was the name of the equipment, "how much does this broiler cost?" And the Garland representative turned, looked at him, smiled, and paused. He said, "It's not how much it costs, it's how much it makes." And at that moment, my dear friends, I realized two things. First, I was making a huge mistake by always answering back what my customers were asking me. So if they asked me about the price of my product or service, I used to answer immediately. I was a reflex reaction. The second mistake that I used to do was that I didn't buy any time to prove value instead of rushing to deliver a price. So how do you buy time to deliver value? First and foremost, you do it exactly as the gentleman, the Canadian guy, did it. So here is what he said. It's not how much it costs, it's how much it makes. If you allow me 4 minutes to explain the benefits of this broiler, then I'll get back to you. Because it's true. If that equipment, let's say, let's make it a little joke, if that equipment costs 1 million euros, and the Garland representative can prove that that equipment will yield back 1,100,000 euros by the end of the year, and provided that the customer has the money to invest, then it's a sure bet investment. It's not a bet, it's an investment. The other way that I've learned that you should buy time is by answering the price question and saying, when they tell you how much does it cost, the best answer to that question is a question again, or a statement. It doesn't cost anything if it doesn't suit your needs. Allow me, please, to explain, and then you go into the benefits. And let me give you a small example after my Garland visit, how I changed the way I was coming across, and I was trying to deliver value instead of price. I went to George's Burgers. George's Burgers is further down here from Virardi, walking distance less than 30 seconds. I've been a customer of George's Burgers, even though they are AEL fans, I'm a Poland fan, doesn't matter. I love their burger for the past 30 years. In one of my visits, when I was working for the family business, and after I came back from Garland, they asked me for a Garland fryer so they can make their fries. I knew that the Garland fryer would cost 30 to 40% more than any other fryer they would have inquired for. So instead of delivering the price, which they asked me adamantly twice, I said, "Elias, can I ask you a question?" And he said, "Yes. Have you noticed that I'm not buying fries from you every Friday and Saturday, but I'm always buying fries from you on a weekday?" And he said, "Yes. Now that you tell me this, yes, I've noticed it. Why is that?" I'll tell you why. Because a normal fryer needs 8 minutes to crisp the fries and make them delicious. The Garland fryer takes only 4 minutes. So on a weekday when you're not busy, I love your fries. But during the weekend, when every few minutes dozens of people come into George's Burgers demanding to have their burger delivered fast, then your fries are not crispy, but they're more whitish and I don't enjoy them. And that's the reason that I never buy your fries or avoid buying your fries on a weekend. That was enough for them to invest in a Garland fryer. So, my dear friends, when it comes to price, yes, you will deliver a price, but before you deliver a price, deliver value. If you do that, then you are increasing your chances of becoming their trusted advisor and their supplier instead of your competition. And there is a proverb that I truly like. It's a Chinese proverb which says, gold has its price. Learning is beyond price. I'm an ardent supporter of always learning. And thank you for tuning in, because we're learning together. So learning should be at the basis of everything and anything that we do. So the book, because for those of you who come to Jumpstart Monday, you know that I suggest also a book, is about learning. And which better book to learn from people who have done that, got the t-shirt, been there, done that, and got the t-shirt, as a Pepsi advertisement says. It's The Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss. If you read this book, just write it in the comments. I'll get to the comments just now. So the best way to learn, because life is too short, is not only to learn from your mistakes and your successes. Life is too short to learn only from our mistakes and our successes. The best way to learn is to open up a book and read and learn from the best. These are stories of successful people that have been there and done that, and they share their life's journey. That's the best way I find to learn from other people, and that's why I congratulate Tim Ferriss for doing a fantastic job in helping us speed up the process of learning in our lives. So before we get to your comments, who's the winner of the Stand Up, Stand Out online course? And you can get a chance to win it as well by sharing this episode now or when you watch it recorded. You have 6 days to do so until next Monday. Our winner is Andrew Graham. He has shared it from Facebook. Andrew, please get in touch with me and I will be sending you your gift. So now let's get to the chat and see who's here. George Ioannou was the first to arrive. Good morning, George. Always the first. Only once he was beaten in arriving first, and that was 1 second only, from Sofia Shilimindri. Eleftheria Hajikirago, Eleftheria, good morning. How you doing? Stelios Irododu, good morning, Stelios. Olga is here. Olga, how's Greece? Despina, this is your first Jumpstart Monday. Thank you for joining us. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you. My friend Vaso Vardagi, good morning, Michael. Good morning, Vaso. Richard Penninger, the head of the business school at UCL. Good morning, Richard. It's an honor to have you here. Natasha Stilianou, always present. Georgia Stavro Maras, good morning, Georgia. What does George say? Michael Mutola, I agree with you, but unfortunately today's companies care more about pricing than anything else. That's why they will price themselves out of this market if they don't care about value, George. Lubomir, it's been a long time. Yasu, Blue Ocean. He says Blue Ocean because there was a great book, Blue Ocean, Red Ocean, and I gave my first ever speech at the University of Nicosia on the 6th of March 2007, and Lubomir was present there, and I talked about the Blue Ocean. I do remember the date, Lubomir. Desislava, good morning. Eleni Aslanis, good morning. Great information. It's a pleasure. Hope you found it valuable. It's very important. And Haris Metaxas. Guys, I have to rush because I have an appointment. Thank you very much for being present for yet another week. Thank you for your loyalty. And please do share this episode with friends or with colleagues. I will be very much honored. Thank you very much. Have a productive week ahead.